Okay. Sweet. I usually have someone to help me with all the stuff, but I just need to do it. Just go for it. Awesome. All right. So are we ready, team? If someone else pops in, then it just tells me they're in the waiting room. So I just go and admit them. It's not an easy topic at all. It's probably one of the least favorite topics of all my topics because it's such it's one of those hard ones. Like everybody is going through some sort of body image issue, but no one wants to talk about it. I always say it's like the fact that we spend a lot of time on the phones, but everybody does it, but no one wants to talk about it. Sort of the same with body image. So I was expecting some moms yeah. So I'm gonna share a bit about me and why I decided to do this and with the queens too. So let's just stop sharing. Cool. So let's try again. I always ask this question when we start. I would like to know, there's a couple of things that you can participate if you are a bit shy and you don't want to talk in the camera. I always invite you to put your camera on so we can, create that connection, virtual connection. There's other things that you can do to participate. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, there are some icons that you can use. So you've got the react. And I want to send this one for my queen there. She's here today. There you go, queen. Some hearts for you. You can also use the chat box. So I'm going to open the chat box and just type stuff like questions or things that you want to share. And then if you have a question, you can just unmute yourself. It's all good. This is probably when there's a lot of people, but you can also raise your hand like that, and then you can lower it. So it's pretty cool. It's a good way of participating. You have options available. And then I'm going to start sharing my screen and then stop share. So I hope it works. Some questions today is about why you are here. So there's different reasons why you might be here today. And I would like you to use the numbers in the chat box. So maybe you're here because you want to find the right words to boost your daughter's self-esteem and confidence when it comes to body image. Sometimes the girls come to us and ask questions and we don't know what to say. We are very aware as parents these days, so maybe this is the reason why. Maybe it's number 2, you're here because you're curious about transforming your own body image and, set an example to younger generations. And this goes for teachers, for people that don't have children, but they still want to make a difference in the world and understand the impact that we have adults on younger generations. Maybe it is number 3. So you are here to equip your daughter to confidently handle social cultural pressures. So we all know that the girls now are very young and it's the best age ever. But there is a bit of social media, I call it the social media storm coming up. So we want to be prepared. And as you know, hello, so many kids, I love it. And as you know, my program is preventative, right? So I am going to keep going with this program because there is a lot of need and demand when the girls are teenagers because the problem is already there. But for me, it's very important to prevent, to get this girls ready for intermediate with self-discovery, with really, understanding that we are all different. In this particular term, in term 1, we are going to cover the growing body and that our bodies change and they're supposed to change and to embrace that and have a positive approach to change, puberty, body image in general, and how to care for our bodies. So what is you? Are you 1, 2, 3, all of them? Do you want to share? Do you want to unmute yourselves, introduce yourself? Now that we are a small group, I love it. So anything? 1, Deep. Okay, cool. Yes, absolutely. Just find the right words. It's so hard, and they come to us as they're raw. Kids are raw. They come questions in the moment that we least expect. So 100%, yes.
Definitely all of them for us.
All of them, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. That's good.
Having girls, the idea of social media is terrifying.
Terrifying.
Mm.
Yes, yes. And I agree with you. I agree. And I am one of those people that want to get these girls ready instead of waiting till they get there and then you can't do much because, they're going to be with their peers. They're going to be exposed. You can't keep them in a bubble forever. So for me, is to gently show them and really give them the power of knowledge and the power of choice. And this is why, we're going to do this amazing term together. Can't wait. Awesome. I'm going back to my screen. For the ones here that don't know me, I think most of you know me, but maybe you don't know about me, this stuff. Like I'm 43, almost 44, mom of two. These are my kids there. So I've got two teenagers. Eva is 9 and Oliver is 11. My husband is there always supporting me. And the other picture is me with my queens. Sorry, I've got someone else coming in. So just admit. So I love to read and research. So I've done studies around coaching teens, but there's not a lot of information. Hi, Linda. How are you, honey? I haven't seen you for so long. There's not a lot of information about tweens, which is that transitional stage. And everything that I can get my hands on, I do. And this is why I'm doing at the moment, reading books, research from universities in the States. Usually that's where all the information comes from. They're a bit more advanced when it comes to this particular years from 8 to 12, around that, or 7 to 11. I've been in New Zealand for over 18 years now, and I love plants, clothes, and I'm an art lover. So that's a little bit about me. Clothes for me, earrings, jewelry is all an expression of who I am. I'm a Latin girl, so yeah, I love big earrings and plants. I have around 250 plants in my house. So if you need any cuttings, I have them all. So ask me and I will give the girls to take home. These are my girls. You see if we can find Lily there. I think she's down here. Yes. So at the moment, I've got 5 locations for my queens, different schools, and one new one today, Pillars Point School in Otomatai. So very happy about that. This is me on the paper for Mother's Day, and that was a beautiful article, and my kids, holding the paper, really, proud of mom. That was a good moment. Before we start the 3 tips, I want you to take home these 3 tips and really practical steps for you to use at home straight away, like from now. But I want to share a little bit about me, a story, because I don't want to come across like someone that is judgmental when it comes to body image. And, as middle-aged women, trying to improve our image and doing stuff that is so accessible these days. I used to be consumed by body image. I was a prisoner of a life that I created around it. This is probably 5 years ago. I was a completely different woman. I even created a brand out of this lifestyle. And I was feeding from people validating me all the time and saying, "Oh my God, Mariana, you look so good. You look so young. You're so disciplined, and this and that, and this and that." And that went on for years and years and years. Uh, all this was deeply ingrained in me, all this validation and all this effort and constant manipulation of my body, trying to fix it, to change it. I was starting to feel like age was coming, oh my God, what am I going to do about age? I never got to the point of, using Botox, which is totally fine. I don't want to come across like that. It's just my choice of not doing it. But I was very close to getting there. And I still remember the day that I woke up, normal day of the week. And for me, my routine was to go to the toilet and then weigh myself. Every day of my life, I would go to the toilet and weigh myself. And that will determine, that insignificant small number will determine the rest of my day. I don't know what happened that day. I don't exactly remember what happened to me. Maybe I got bored. Maybe I got a bit like, I was suffocating of this life that I said, I need to stop this weighing. I need to stop this lifestyle. And I chucked the scales away. And then obviously this gradual change, very gradual and slow transformation started to happen then. I started to research, read. I felt liberated in a way because I felt like I don't have to do all this. I don't have to determine my day because of the way I look. That was taking a lot of time and money, right? But it was really isolating in a way because I was scared of being judged, I was scared of being left alone, isolated. So I had to go and find a new tribe of friends, a new tribe of women that spoke my language, women that were like-minded. I found this book. I'm going to share all this information with you guys. This is Sonia Renee Taylor. She used to live here in New Zealand. She's from the States, and she wrote a book called The Body is Not an Apology. And this book changed my life. And I'm going to share a bit about today but this book talks about our radical self-love and that there's nothing that we need to change. Everything that is beauty within us is already there, and there's no need to make an effort when it comes to that. She really, really changed my life. I started to connect with women in her own tribe, listen to her podcast, and really started to understand a bit more what was behind all this beauty ideals. And, I'm not going to get into that because it's like, I get into the activist mode. But just to let you know that it took me a long time and I still have problems. It's decades and decades of conditioning to be unlearned. But in all these years, I developed tools. These tools catch me early, right? Before I get into this dark rabbit holes about, negative thoughts about my body, standing in front of a mirror and not really, loving it. I'm so much better now. I'm happier, I'm lighter, and I get these tools that I get to share with the girls. For example, one of them is very easy, and I always tell the girls, if you're in doubt, go to the mall, sit down in one of those seats and look around. Look around, all these women walking past here and all the different shapes, forms, weight. It's just beautiful. We're all supposed to be that way. So obviously the way that the society, talks to us women and the things that the girls see in the magazines and the movies, people talk about on the street, etc., is different, right? Women are supposed to be this and this and this and this today. But if you open your eyes, and that's one of my favorite tools, is like really observe reality, real bodies, then you get to understand that we are all different and we're meant to be that way. It's way more fun than to all of us looking the same way. So I hope you connected with that story because I don't want you to think that I know it all. I've got it all figured out. I just want to be honest and authentic and say, look, we all have that because I'm 43. I had decades of conditioning and living in this world. And my mission is to prevent the girls from going to 43. I want them to, get their hands on these tools, whatever tools work for them now, and enjoy life and spend that money and that time on something else that is not just the way they look. It's just all the gifts that bring to this world. Give me your thumbs up or you missed something. Are you all good? Yes, I love that. Cool. I saw something there. Yes. It's just for you to get to know me a bit more. All right. So now if we go into the first, there we go. So this is number one. There's 3 tips that I want you to take home and understand about body image. So what is body image? Is the way that we think we look. It's not just that, but it's also the way that we think others see us. And it's not just how we see ourselves, but the way that others see us. And that sometimes can correlate with reality and sometimes not at all, right? So I've got a definition here for you. So body image is the way a person perceives things. So thoughts are there, Feels, so emotions. So if you get a bit of self-doubt, a bit of anxiety, if you're like going, into a swimming pool and you're like, oh, people are looking at me, all the feelings going through you. So it is about our own body, including appearance, shape, and size. And this is influenced by personal experiences, cultural messages, and the media in general. A positive body image involves acceptance, appreciation, and confidence in one's body. So a lot of acceptance of like reality. Now we're all meant to be different. While a negative body image can lead to dissatisfaction, self-criticism, unhealthy behavior, and even mental health problems like anxiety, depression, withdrawal. So yeah, it's not like a light topic. And why is twinhood so important for the foundations of a positive body image? First of all, we know that the girls are exposed to bodies all the time. It's everywhere. You go to farmers, look around. You go to the mall. I mean, I'm just talking here because we're all locals, but any mall. Farmers is crazy. Like you look up and there's all this women with makeup and they all look the same, but different colors of makeup. Even movies, Barbie, so many things, right? But also, body shame originates at this age, if not earlier. And this book that I was just sharing with you, Sonia talks about the origin of body shame, which would have at least one of the following elements. One is developed in your youth. So I don't know if one of you here wants to share something about an early stage of life where you got a comment from someone. It could be someone in the family, someone, I don't know, school, an uncle, I don't know. Someone said something about you, and that's when body shame sort of originated from. It's very common, very common. Maybe it was a response to rapid or unexpected body change. And this is what happens when the girls are going through puberty. All of a sudden, maybe they start to have bigger breasts or bigger bodies. And then, that's unexpected. And that becomes the topic of conversation in the classroom. Or maybe it occurred when you became aware of difference. And this is when the girls start to find and look for identity, right? The girls are wanting to know who they are. They realize that, oh, we're all different. And that sometimes creates body shame too. Depends, of course, on each case, but it's very common as well. And this is usually attached to a story or a belief about your value and worth. So this is what Sonia talks about. And this is exactly the ages between 7 and 11, 12. Obviously, it varies for so many reasons, but around that is when body shame originates, if it does. And then also tweenhood is a beautiful age for me. I just enjoy them so much because they're still open to guidance, advice. They resist the system. They're like, no, do I have to change? Do I have to do that? And that's exactly when we come in together as a community to let them know, no, you don't have to change anything. You're beautiful the way you are. And beauty is relative to everybody. So and then how is your own body image impacting your daughter? So this, again, as I said before, I'm a mom and I've done it a million times. And I'm a bit more aware now because of obviously my job, coaching girls and so much reading and researching, that it doesn't have to be something you say. So this impact could be verbal or non-verbal in the way like some gestures, the way you stand in front of the mirror, the way that we sometimes maybe don't want to be in the photos. All those things are communicating the girl something about the body. So a couple of action tips when it comes to body image and the roots of it is to reflect on your own experience as a woman. And always, for me, the best way to go is the truth. I have told my daughter a couple of times, many times, look, I am trying to unlearn something here that it's been with me for so long. And I don't want you to go through the same journey. So yeah, I'm going to make mistakes. I am a human being. I'm going to make mistakes. So sometimes I can tell you this and I do the opposite. Yes, I make mistakes, but I love you and I want to guide you from love and not fear. So I suggest you do something the same. If you catch yourself saying something about somebody else's body or yourself, you just apologize. Oh my God, I'm really trying to change this. Don't want you to define worth by looks, sort of thing. So that's one of the action steps, and you can start that straight away. Emphasize functionality over appearance. And this is coming for the queens, this term. What our bodies can do for us every day is a miracle. And I'm not just thinking about jumping, running. I'm thinking about feeling, like smelling, like tasting new food, like warming a room with your smile, things like that. Everything is you're experiencing is through your body, a touch, I don't know, a sensation. It's all because your body is so amazing. And we're going to have fun with that a lot, like fun facts about our bodies and what our bodies can do. So, for example, if your daughter comes and wearing a dress or whatever she's wearing, and she's asking you, how do I look? And then the comment comes, oh, you look so beautiful. Your legs look so good on that dress or those shorts, or your hair is so long, whatever. I'm just inventing here. We can start replacing those appearance-based compliments by strength. For example, oh, I love the way you combine your t-shirt or the colors and your outfit are so creative. You didn't want to wear that top before, and now you're wearing it. You're so brave. It looks great on you. Whatever it is, that is something to do with her being brave, being creative, being strong. So character traits, you know your daughters more than anybody else are. I'm sure you've got a long list of character traits there. And then invite your daughter to question her thoughts. This is, I think, was it someone put number one? Was it Deep? I don't remember. So when your daughter comes to you and I say, am I pretty? I'm not pretty. Am I fat? Okay, so let's sit down and question that thought. I'm going to share with you a tool very soon. Where's that coming from? Let's just think about. Is it from school, from TV, from me, from your brother? How's it making you feel? Does it feel good, bad? If it feels bad, what can we do about it? So this was when the tools come in, when I teach the girls to have tools about these thoughts, to turn those negative thoughts into really powerful, positive narrative. How are we doing? I'm going to stop the screen to see you guys. Are we doing okay? Any questions? Anything? Maybe you didn't like, or was like, oh, that's not right. Aggie's like, yeah, I like it. Cool. Awesome. You can always unmute yourself and say something, even the girls, if they want to participate. All good. All right. So let's go back to share the screen.
I like this. Where is this coming from? It makes me think that that's a tool I can use myself.
Yes. Yes, right?
Yeah.
Just to question your thoughts, like, why am I
Yeah.
thinking this? And is it something maybe I bring from the past? You know,
Yeah.
someone said something to me when I was younger or whatever, and then I'm carrying that with me. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, these are some stats that I collected for you guys if you want to have a quick read. So about Dove the soap. They do really cool stuff if you want to check their website, like ads. They do stats, projects, research. They're really, really good when it comes to helping us accept that we're all different. So 6 in 10 girls avoid participating in sports that they love because of the way they look. And that has to do with body agency. I will talk about that in a second, about embodiment more than body image. 45% of preteens say their body image is influenced by comments by family members. And I get it. It's normal. It's not like we need to be like, you know, you're a bad person. But you hear that, like a brother says something to a sister, right? Like, oh, you look fat in that, or you look ugly, or because that's just how our society works. And, you know, we just need to become aware, that's all. At least an invitation to become aware of the language that we use. And then educate our kids. Like I always say to the girls, when I say fat, what do you feel like? Oh, well, it's negative. Why? Because it's just a word describing a body shape like tall, short, brown eyes, whatever. So obviously it's intent behind it and just removing that. There's nothing wrong with being fat, with being skinny, with being tall, short. So yeah. And the last one, 50% of preteens report feeling negative about their body after seeing images on social media. Of course, they see a woman that is not even real. She's been touched up and she looks spectacular. And then they look at themselves in the mirror. Of course, they're going to have negative thoughts about that. And that's meant to be that way. So that you go and spend some money fixing it. So yeah, I'm going to pass this one real quick because there's kids here, but you know what I mean by that photo's been going around. This is Ariana Grande, right? You guys been watched the movie Wicked? Yeah. And Ariana is such a good actress, and her voice is like, oh God, I love her voice. But she's been in the media everywhere, and people are wondering why she looks this way compared then and now, in 2008, 2025. And it's just again this feeling like women's bodies are okay to talk about and comment and be in a headline, and you don't see with men this at all. And this is why I want to protect the queens, because then they'll go like, oh, see, if they see this, is that am I supposed to be looking at 2018 or 25, or shall I look like then or now? And all this starts to go very subconsciously in them. The comments, the idea that I've got the right to, talk about someone else's body is there. It's absolutely there. All right. Any comments? You just unmute yourself. Anything you want to ask, share? I'm happy to converse. Number 2 is teaching body care versus body fixing. So redefining what self-care is, basically. Again, is something that's very important for me, for the girls to understand. So self-care for me, body self-care for me means, like, if it's movement, I want to move with joy. I want to do something that I enjoy, right? That I find fun. Or like, I want to become strong. And I do, for example, weights now because I want to feel strong. I'm getting to 44 more or less, and I just really want to feel strong. I'm with the girls on the floor sometimes. We do yoga together. We run in the playground. Sorry. And I don't want to feel weak. So this is why I do it. And I really love it. Some people might like to go for walks or climb rocks or dance. And I want the girls to do what they feel like. And moving with joy, as opposed to moving to fix something like punishment. I'm going to do 100 sit-ups or run 10 kilometers a day. And I do it because I want to change something in my body. That's what I mean. The same happens when it comes to food. So moralizing food for me is out of the window. There's no good or bad food. Food is food. Food is fuel. And of course, there's foods that we can have every day and foods that we can have sometimes. This is the truth. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to say this is good or bad for you. This is healing and this is going to kill you. Because it starts to create this thing in the mind of the girls, the guilt, the shame, if they eat something. So again, body care. What do I enjoy eating? What do I enjoy, like sometimes food is love. So when you share a meal with your family, you cook for your family. It doesn't matter what's on the table, it's love. And I want the girls to really enjoy that and connect with that. And the last thing about redefining self-care is redefining beauty practices. I love makeup. I love earrings. It's so much fun. The thing is when you're trying to cover flaws or change because you feel not enough. And this is when you have to ask these questions. Why am I doing this? Is this an expression of myself? So I'm pretty obviously open. And I can see that coming with my daughter. When she's a teenager, she's probably going to say, can I dye my hair purple? And I'm going to say, why? Because it's me. And I'm going to say, okay, it's because you want to express you, or is it because you want to change something to fit in a beauty idea or a group? I love tattoos. I've got tattoos everywhere. For me, it's art, and they all mean something to me. And the girls always ask me, and I say, that's my daughter, that's my dad, that's my mom. And I love it. It's expressing myself. So yes. The power of communication, we have touched on this before. it's not just verbal, but non-verbal, and how we talk to ourselves. Like Aggie said, catch yourself when you're having that thought. Stop it. I've got a little tool for you. It's Mel Robbins. Well, it doesn't matter. She shared this very simple 3-second tool that everybody can do at home. When you're having a bad thought, or you're stressed, or you're feeling anxiety is coming in, so you stop, breathe, and be. Stop, breathe, and be. Stop for a second, breathe, and be, so you ground yourself. And that is going to help you to be in the present. It's such a cool tool. Try it. And then the more you try it, then it becomes natural. And you stop, be, and breathe, and be all the time. It's lovely. Another thing is celebrate cycles. I'm happy men are here today. I'm going to talk about periods. I love periods. It's crazy. And I wish I had discovered this way earlier in my life, the power of the cycle. I think that periods are giving us knowledge about ourselves, wisdom of who we are. We go through different seasons in a period. We can make use of that. So I teach the girls that we go through winter, autumn, spring, and summer, and they all have superpowers in them. For example, when we're going through winter, it's our time to go in and to slow down and listen to our bodies and rest and journal and think about the months that just gone. And, things will come up because we're slowing down. Then there's obviously summer, which is when we are halfway there and we want to socialize, we want to create. So learning that, knowing yourself, is going to make you understand yourself better. What works for you, what doesn't work for you, where your boundaries are, and how to communicate that to others. Powerful, very powerful. And men don't have that. I'm sorry. But it's true, there's a lot of power there. And I want the girls to, menstruation had really bad reputation, and it shouldn't. So making it fun, making it introspective, and like I said to the girls, and it's going to be here in the action steps, and our cycles, rites of passage. We don't have rites of passage anymore. It used to be so important when we say in Spanish, become señorita. Oh, se convirtió en una señorita, señorita is little lady. And then something will be celebrated, right? With your mom, your auntie, your grandmother, maybe your friend, it's important. So I would say to the girls, what would you like to do that day? Would you like to rest? Would you like to, I don't know, dress all in red, eat strawberries and chocolate in bed with your mom, or bring your bestie? I don't know. Do something special. If you don't have something in your family that you've been doing, you can definitely create something. You can start it right now for the generations to come. And make this really important. Like, it's so important for the first period. So I leave that with you. I'm trying to understand what Maoris used to do. I'm trying to get information about that. I know they do something with a river. They take the blood to the river. It's beautiful, and it makes them feel like they belong, right? This is good. I'm now part of this group of women, and I'm going to share, and they support me. And they not that I have to hide what's happening to me. I don't want anybody to know. So slowly, it's like changing the mindset around that. And the other 2 action steps is model body kindness daily. So if I say, oh, I look so tired. I do that all the time. Look, I look so tired. It's like maybe, oh, I think I need to rest. My body's telling me to rest. It's so hard, but we can do it. Or I need to lose weight before this party. Maybe, oh, I need to get stronger, and maybe it's more leaves, or I don't know, greens, because they are actually really good for you. So things like that, like changing the language. And then also create a joyful body care ritual. Beauty is great. I love it. So it's something like you can do with your daughter. That's fun. Taking care of her skin and massaging together, having fun, listening to music, whatever. Maybe it is tasting new food. Maybe it's running and like picking up flowers, whatever it is that's going to take care of your body. Right. How are we doing? Good. I'm almost finished. I always have notes in front of me that I never read. Awesome. The girls are outside. Nice. It's hot. Very hot. All right. Last one. It's about embodiment. So very quickly, body image, we know what it is. It's the way that I think I look and how I feel about it and the thoughts that I have and how others see me. And then also embodiment is huge because embodiment is using your body to experience this world and this life. So it's not just the physical agency, but it's also mental freedom and social power. And I want to tell you very quickly where I got all this information from. Oops. This book is amazing. Journeys of Embodiment at the Intersection of Body and Culture. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It says Niva Piran. So you can see it's a corset. So she actually talks about every age group, what happens from a birth, 5 to 12, like that, like stages till adulthood and menopause and all that. So basically what she says is that we can wear corsets. You know, corsets is you're like, so tight. You can't take space. You're like, okay, I put that on and what do I have to do? So when it comes to physical freedom, it's good to do with what I just said about some girls. They don't want to participate in certain sports because of the way they look. So they are inside that corset. They think they have to sit down and be good girls in the corner. And whatever they're wearing, maybe a skirt is not appropriate, and I get it. And dresses and all that, what we can talk about another day. But the physical corset has to do with that. And also the challenges that come with puberty when you look at them as something negative, right? So cute, Lily. So there might be initial messages to control appetite, right? The girls are hungry. And then sometimes some moms will be like worried about weight, and those messages come in, sometimes very subtly, but they come in. And also reduce safety related to maybe attraction. I'm trying to turn my vocabulary down. The girls are starting to change, and then sometimes it could be looked in a different way by some people. So all that has to do with physical agency. And when we are wearing that corset, then all this happens. So I don't want to move. What if I look bad? My skirt is too short. That person's looking at me. Oh my God, puberty. So this is what the lady in the book talks about. And then when it comes to mental freedom, this is thoughts. So expectations about what a woman, I'm going to summarize it. So we should talk this way. We should behave this way. We should mother this way, this is too much, this is too little, this and that is so good. Like I'm this, I'm too much of that. Like you're never good enough, right? And this is all mental thoughts. And also the dichotomies like, oh, am I a tomboy or a girly girl? This sort of things like you have to fit in one or the other box. And it's all here in our thoughts and our bodies as enemies, right? So if they look at all this skinny ladies and stuff all around, and then puberty is coming in, puberty is going to make your body change. Body changes all the time. It will change so many times in your life. And when it comes to puberty, you might gain a bit of weight because you need that to have your first period. But the girls are looking at all these skinny girls and they're like thinking, my body is not my ally. My body's my enemy. It's quite confusing, right? For them. So again, mental corset. And the last one is the social power, and this is to do with prejudices against women. We know that women get paid less. We know that women that look a certain way, like those women in the posters, will get a job before the other women that look more like real women. It's all to do with if they're beautified. So all that social power. If they want to say something, maybe, oh, she's a woman. And it's changing. And I love that. It's changing. Women obviously have more social power these days, and I want these girls to go for it, right? Now, let's take those corsets out or loosen them. Where's that? So imagine a girl who runs barefoot on the grass, like, well, she's got shoes, but imagine she's running on the grass, dancing without worrying how she looks, climbing trees. You know Skylar, Katie? She's climbing a tree, remember? Yes, she's climbing a tree. It feels good in her body, and that's embodiment. When you see the girls in the water, like in the ocean, and they're like having fun, they don't care how they look. That's 100% embodiment. I love it. And then when it comes to mental freedom, imagine a girl who dresses how she loves, not worrying if it's flattering or trendy, too much or not enough. So mental freedom means trusting your body signals too, listening to what your body has to tell you. And the social power is picture a girl who walks into a room and speaks her mind without hesitation. And I love to help the girls with that. It's not easy. And sometimes, to be honest, it hasn't got to do with the fact that we are women. It's just sometimes hard to put your hand up in a classroom to say what you think. And we talk about confidence as a muscle that you have to practice a lot. You do it once, you do it 3 times, and then you're like more confident than you were last year. And I've seen my girls last year gain more confidence and speak up more and do the stuff that they like more. And it's just so rewarding to see. I love what I do because of that. I love it. So, whoo. Oh, this is for you, Aggie. I thought about my body. This is a tool we're gonna see. So, Lily, you can see it now. So where did it come from? TV, social media, friend, my family, my past. I put my past there for us moms. A kid at school, something else. How does it make me feel? Happy, enough, belonging, sad, not enough, confused, anxious. So we go back to this. So it's like they meet in the middle. Is it really true? Is it really true? Really true? No. So, okay, so what can I think instead? Yes, it's true. Find evidence around you to support this. Find the evidence. So I've got, for example, I don't like my legs or I have ugly legs. Okay. Is it really true? No. Okay, what can I think instead? Oh, my legs are actually very strong. You know, I do this every day. They take me here and there. I can jump, I can run, I can walk, I can climb. So many things my legs give me every day. They take me to work and back. Is it true? My legs are ugly? Yes. Oh, okay. So find evidence, please. Look around, go to the mall. I am not sure. This is very typical of the girls, particularly when they start to go towards teenager years. They're not sure of anything. Okay, so what was to say? Sorry, what would you like to know about this part of the body? Something else. Get curious, ask questions. How about legs? Give me fun facts about legs. You know, they've got all the tools today to research this and say, oh my God, did you know this? Did you know that? So this is a cool tool I will be sharing with the girls. And just a summary of how we can help our queens. So we are all different. And the body belongs to you. It's your body. It's unique, right? You have to honor it and care for it. So teach her to trust her body. So, body signals like if you're tired, maybe you need to rest, listen to your body. If you're anxious, maybe you need to go for a walk, stuff like that, or journal. If you're sad, it's okay. Your tears are there, for a reason. Things like that. If you're hungry, eat. Are you hungry? Are you really hungry? My daughter's hungry every 5 minutes, and are you? Or maybe you're thirsty, or maybe you're bored. So we start building this relationship with the girls, so they don't depend on food for other things like emotions, for example. Help her challenge negative self-talk. So that's a tool. Is that true? Where did you get it from? Encourage self-expression. So we don't have to shrink. We don't have to be small. We can take space. I love that. We need to take space. It's there for us. Shift from body shame to body trust and teach her about the part of the cycle. Observe your communication about bodies in general. It's how we talk about bodies, our bodies, other people's bodies. So yeah. What's your biggest takeaway? Anything you want to share? And stop this.
It was great, thank you. I think for me, it's the questioning piece, isn't it? Like, where did that come from? And then working through it, like that bottom of that last sort of flow chart you were showing. I think that's where the power comes from in helping to change the mindset.
Exactly. And as power, as knowledge is becoming critical from a very early stage of life. And this age is great because they still want to resist the system. They look at teenagers or things happening and they're like, do I have to be like that? Is that waiting for me? So for us to be the lighthouses that they need, together as a community, teachers, coaches, moms, dads, grandmothers, etc., is fundamental. You know, when they say a word can really define you. When you're young, someone can say something about you, your looks or whatever. A word can also help you thrive. It works both ways. So for us to have that power of helping these girls thrive and really connect with their uniqueness and individuality in that way, like we're all different and diverse, and that is supposed to be that way. There's nothing that you need to change. And if your friends are asking you or your friends don't like you, because then you're not your friends, right? So it's so important because then all that time wasted in fixing things can be spent on offering the gift that they have with them, which is the purpose of life, whatever it is. We all have one. And we spend so much time on the way we look. And like they can tell you how many hours in a year a woman spends beautifying herself in front of a mirror. It's crazy. Or how much money. And all that can be spent on something else. So absolutely helping them become critical, thinking about why do you want that? Why do you really want that? And showing them stuff, you know, like ads and things that are more eye-opening. It's for me very important. Yes. Thank you, Deb. Anything else?
Yeah, Deb stole my comment. I agree. I second that. Absolutely. And I mentioned that earlier. I think it's really good to sometimes question these thoughts that we're getting and where they're coming from because, it helps us understand what's around us, but also who we are and how we respond to these triggers or thoughts that we get. So, good. This was helpful.
Triggers are opportunities for growth. That's what they are.
Yeah, absolutely. So even at 47, I'm finding this helpful.
I love it. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'd read and I'm, oh my God, this is for me too. All right, awesome. So before you guys go, I'm like, I've got 4 minutes, typical of me. Some information about the program. Of course, Katie, you know about it. Deep, do you know about the program?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I will show very quickly just to make sure that you know how it's going to work. So we have 4 blocks of coaching coming up. Term 1 is all about the positive body image and growth and puberty. It's so cool. And then we jump into emotional resilience. So all about big emotions coming in, and we're going to really dedicate time to each emotion this time. Last year we did very quickly because we had less time. Then we go into social skills, so friendship dramas, boundaries, maybe crushes if that comes up. And then the last one that I love is all about confidence and clarity. So it's about our thinking brain and, you know, self-worth and values. What are values? How can we use them? The inner compass, dreams and goals, puts it all together, basically. These are some of the tools that I offer the girls. Maybe, Lily, you know some, like the Sleigh Way, the Queen Guide, Flip a Queen. So it's all made really fun for them and also to remember. So the Sleigh Way, for example, is sit with the feeling, label it, action it, and yes, Queen, let it go. So it's all like things. So it's fun because it's a lot of information for them. It's a lot. And I sometimes have to like do the stop, breathe, and be, because I want to tell them so many things. But this is, and we do lots of breathing, we do visualization, we do arts and crafts. The girls can journal at home. It's pretty awesome. I want to share this with you. Hold on. Give me the okay if you can hear it.
In this program, I learned that I am special and I am loved thanks to my coach Mariana and all my Queen Twin friends. I am loved, I am special, and I'm enough.
Oh,
Cute.
not to love these queens. And then this one is Golden Skin.
Why do you like coming to the Twins to Teens Queens course? Because you get to share your feelings, crushes and dramas and stuff and new changes that's going to happen to your body. Why do you like coming to Teens Queens? I like coming to Twins to Teens Queens because we get to talk about new changes that might be coming up in life or in our body, and we get to talk about friends, crushes, and dramas and like things that might irritate us or things that might make us happy. And one
And then the last one.
in this program, I've learned I'm special. I've learned about all the superpowers of Skylar, the Twin Queen Guide. I've learned about all of my friends in my Twin Queen program, and I've learned about what to do when you're bullied and how to stop it. And I've learned lots of things thanks to all the amazing Twin Queens and the coach.
I mean, come on, so cute. I'm not sure if you have questions. I can send you this video later if you want. Just watch it quickly. It's only 2 minutes.
Hi there, I'm Kimberly Young, and I am the Amazon best-selling author of the book for tweens, From Bullied to Brave. And I've also been a family health educator and elementary school teacher for over 30 years. And in all of the programs that I've seen for tweens and teens, I believe that Mariana Salas is the most comprehensive. So I met Mariana in a women's entrepreneur program, and I've watched her develop this amazing program for tweens and teens over this past year. And she's really put her heart and all of her love and research into this. So the program helps girls develop their confidence, their self-worth, and their resilience. So she's really designed it so that you can join at any time. And so there are 5 modules that you can start off so that you and your daughter would get a foundation. But then she offers weekly group coaching. She has a whole resource library. She's going to be continuing to offer videos throughout the year that will help you and your daughter grow. And then she's going to have some special bonuses. And I wouldn't be surprised if I miss something that's in her program because she's just got the whole package. And if you're wondering, should I sign up? Would this be good for my daughter? I suggest looking at the testimonials from the girls who've been in her program. They absolutely adore her. They talk about how they've grown. And then the moms also give testimonials about how they've seen their daughters grow and shine. So again, I give Mariana my highest recommendation. I adore her myself. And thank you for considering her program. Sign your daughter up. It will be one of the best things that you can do for her.
I love Kim. Oh, It's always nice to watch someone talking about you like that.
Totally.
She's adorable, and she knows so much. So if you have any problems with bullying, or someone that is going through that, she is the person to talk to. I'm happy to recommend or pass her details. So yes. I don't know if you have any questions for me. She was talking about the 5-module online course is what you get in the online hub Teachable. So I've got all there for you guys. So you go with your daughter, do the course online. So you get to learn about all the superpowers. There's printable activities. There's videos. There's so much in there. I was like, I don't know, what else can I put in here? And then the coaching is what I do 8 weeks, 4 blocks of 8 weeks during the year. And then the girls will get some workshops in between. I think Aggie is going to join us in the next one, which is very exciting. And yes, I don't know if you've got any questions. I am so happy that you gave me this hour of your time to talk, and so lovely to see families come in. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's been brilliant.
Awesome. That's awesome, Dave. Any questions, just guys, let me know.
Perfect.
Great work. I look forward to joining you guys whenever
Yes.
possible.
Yes, I think I'm going to host it in the library because there's around 30, almost 40 girls already enrolled. So if they all come and their sisters and things, it's going to be a big group. So it's going to be super, super fun.
Don't scare me. I'll get stage fright.
It's a lot of fun, a lot. Like you just want to be like them, that age, and mingle and just be a twin again. All right,
Great
ladies.
work.
Thank you so
you.
much
you
for staying
guys.
up late, the girls, and yeah, we'll start next week. So see you next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
See you.
Bye.